concatenating in the sense what? Suppose if I want to club or combine two strings together, then I'm going to have the method called concat. So what is string? Nothing but the collection of element or collection of object. Suppose if I want to check both the strings are equal or not, for that I'm going to have compare. Hello to all, a warm welcome to my new session on methods in C#. I'm Revati, faculty from the Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram, First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. So dear student, before going to start my today's session, let me to recall the topic what I have discussed in my previous session of this chapter. So dear student, in my previous session, I started with the system.array class. Along with that, I have discussed some of the properties as well as methods supported by the array class. Along with that, I have discussed array list class. In that, I have covered some of the methods as well as properties of array list class. So dear student, from the examination point of view, this array class is very important. Now, in my today's session, I am going to deal with C# string. In that, I am going to deal with how to create string object. Along with that, the difference between string versus string and C# string method. So, dear student, what is string? So, I hope all are familiar with the word string. So, what is string? Now tell me, what is character? Dear student, here character is nothing but the one kind of data type, and it is capable to store only one byte at a time. So if I write A, then I can able to store only one character at a time. And to make it character, what I'm going to do? I'm going to write that character within the single quote. Now, if I consider string, so what is string? Here string is nothing but the collection of character, or it's nothing but the group of character. When I have more than two character, then it is coined as string. Now, to represent a string, what I'm going to do? I'm going to write the group of character within the double quote. So, to make it string, I'm going to write that one within the double quote. So, this is the way I can able to use character and string. Now, what is string? In C#, string is an object. So, dear student, C# program is example for an object-oriented programming language. When it is object-oriented programming language, then everything is treated as objects. For that reason, in C#, string is nothing but the object, and which is present in the system namespace. So, system.string class. So, what is string? It is nothing but the object of string class, and where the string class is present, that is present in the system. So what is system? Here system is nothing but the namespace that includes properties as well as methods for the particular string class, and that represents. So what is string? It's nothing but the sequence or collection or group of character. So what is string here? That is nothing but the collection of or group of or sequence of character. Now, how I can able to create string? What are the different methods to create string? So, by assigning a string literal to a string variable. That means, how can I create string? First, I want to create this string literal. After that, I want to assign that to string variable. For example, say I have string str and I'm going to assign sixth sem B.C.A. So this is one kind of creating string. Now, using string class constructor. So dear student, by using string class constructor, that is string itself, I can able to create a string. Another one, by concatenating. Concatenating in the sense what? Suppose if I want to club or combine two strings together, then I'm going to have the method called concat. And where this method present, it present under string class. Along with that, I can have plus operator. So what is plus here? Here plus is used to define. It is concatenation. So using string concatenation operator, I can able to create string. Now, retrieving a property and calling a method that returns a string. That means by using some of the built-in methods as well as property of string class, I can able to create the string. Along with that, by calling a formatting method to convert a value or object to its string representation. That means I can able to format one type of string into another type. That is by calling and formatting methods to convert a value or an object of its string representation. So what is the first way? By assigning. Second one, by using class constructor. Third one, concatenation. Fourth one, by using some properties. So these are the some of the methods are used to create a string object. Now, what is the difference between string and string? So it is small letter string. So difference between small letter string and string class. Okay, this is my data type, and this is nothing but the string class. So dear student, in C hash, string is a keyword. So if I use data type string, there is nothing but the alias for system.string class. Alias, that means another method or another name. If I use data type, that is small letter string, then this is nothing but the alias for system.string class. That is why string and string are equivalent. That means I can able to use this string or even I can able to use this string. Both are same. So what is string? It's an object of the class string. It's of the object of the class string. So what is string? It's nothing but the collection of element or collection of object. So, if I write this string or if I use this string, both are same, because if I consider this kind of string, then it is known as aliasing of string class. So, both are equivalent. So, see the example here. First, I am going to use the data type string and I am going to create string variable s1 and I am going to assign hello. Now, if I create or if I use string class, this is the example for string class, and I'm having s2 and I'm going to assign some string. So, both the declarations are correct one, because this is nothing but the aliasing. Either I can able to use this method or this method. Both are same. Here, if I go with first example, then creating string using string keyword. But if I go with second example, then creating string using string class. This is the simple program I have to create string. So, dear student, what is my first statement? That is using string. After that, I am going to create the class called string example. Within my class, I am going to write the main function. Now, I am going to create the string by using string keyword. String keyword. Now, see here, I am going to create array of character. So, array of character in the sense what? Once again, it's nothing but this string. So, what data type I'm going to use here? That is character, and it is array of character, and I'm going to store C hash or C sharp. So, I'm going to store or I'm going to assign C sharp. Now, see here, it is of type string. So, here this one is string keyword. I'm going to create or I'm going to convert this collection of character into string type. For that reason, I'll write string of ch. Now, console dot write line, console dot write line. First, I'm going to display hello and I'm going to display C sharp. This is the way I can able to use string in my program. Now, I have some of the methods which supports string class, that is compare string. So, dear student, compare string. So, what is compare here? Suppose if I want to check both the strings are equal or not. For that, I am going to have compare. So, think that I have str1 and it is A, B, C, D. And I have str2. That is capital letter A, B, C, and D. Now I want to check both the strings, that is S1 and S2 are equal. So how I am going to write? String dot compare str1 comma str2. So it is used to compare two specified string object. It returns an integer that indicates their relative position in the sorted order. So it's going to return some integer value. That means it's mainly used to check both the strings are occupies same position or not. Now compare to. It is used to compare this instance with the specified string object. This indicates that whether this instance precedes, follows, appears, in the same position in the sorted order as the specified string. So dear student, compare to, that means, for example, instead of capital letter ABC, suppose if I have ABC and I'm going to compare. See, this A and this A both are present at the same position, and this B and this B is present at the same position, and this C and this C is present at the same position, and this D and this D is present at the same position. Now, I'm going to have my next method, that is concat. So what is concatenate? Suppose if I want to club or combine two string, in that time I can able to use plus operator, or I can able to use concat method. Suppose if I'm going to use plus operator, then what's going to happen? Let me to check. Think that I have string 1 and I have string 2. Now what I will do, string str3 equal to str1 plus str2. Okay, I'm going to concatenate. That means I'm going to club. So what is my answer here? A, B, C, D. That is small letter A, B, C, D and capital letter A, B, C, D. Now, instead of writing like this, I can able to use the method called concat, and I'm going to pass string 1 comma string 2. Okay, so it is used to club or concatenate two specified instance of string. That means it's mainly used to combine two strings together. Now, copy string. Suppose if I want to copy the content of one string to another, then I can able to use copy. So think that I have string 1 equal to hello. Now I want to copy this string to another string. So copy str2 comma str1 equals. Suppose if I want to check both the strings are equal, then I'm going to have string equals. So equals str1 comma str2. So what is str1? Hello. str2 equal to hi. Okay, then I'm going to call equal. It is used to determine that two specified string objects have the same value. It is mainly used to check whatever the string I have, both are equal or not. And if I consider this one, string 1 is hello, and what about string 2? It is hi. So both are different string. Now I have another method, join. Okay, it is used to concatenate. Suppose if I want to club two string, then I have concatenation, or I can able to use plus operator. Along with that, I have another method called join. Okay, I'm going to join two string. It is used to concatenate all the elements of a string array using a specified separator between each element. Dear student, please remember this syntax, join. I have string and here I have array of string. So both are different. I'm going to string and I'm going to join array of string. Then last index. Suppose if I want to know the size or nth position then I can able to use last index of. It is used to report the zero-based index position of the last occurrence of a specified character within a string. So dear student, if I write last index of and if I write O, what is the answer I want to get? So it starts from 0, 1, 2 and 3, this one 4. And if I call last index of O, then what is the answer I'm going to get? That is the appearance. At what position the character O is present, and what is the answer? It is 4. So dear student, in my today's class I started with string. Along with that I have discussed how to initialize string. Along with that I have discussed what is string keyword and what is string class. Along with that I have discussed some of the methods which is supported by C# string methods. Anyway, dear student, let's meet in the next session with the new unit called Inheritance and Polymorphism. Until that, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.